Hi everyone, welcome back to Plan with Ilysse. In today's video, excuse me, I am going to be going over the Passion Planner Passion Markers. These are brand new. They're 12 dual tip highlighters, water-based, bleed resistant, and acid free by the Passion Planner. So this is the 12 pack. I did pull up their website, and if you go to their website and you haven't been before, you can get 10% off your first order. But these are a 12 pack for $15, and there's also a 6 pack for $8 right on passionplanner.com. Also, as a final note in here, I have a coupon code in the description of this video for $5 off your first Passion Planner purchase of $15 or more. So I thought we would do a little marker test or highlighter test, and I also have some Mildliners here to kind of compare the colors, the bleed, all of that fun stuff. So I think I'm just going to start and try these out. So this is a pink. So on one side you have the chisel tip, and the other side is this tip. I did want to try out the Sharpie S-Note chisel tip creative markers, I think they're called, but I wasn't able to find them. So this is a really fine tip on this side. Here's a purple. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm finding it so far. It feels easier to draw a straight line with these than it does with Mildliners. I tend to have trouble with that. Okay, so this is more of like a cornflower blue or periwinkle. This small, what is it called? The fine tip is really fine, but I like it. So that's more of a bright blue, like a highlighter blue. And these do feel really nice. I like them. They're more narrow, I think. Yeah, definitely more narrow, and it's more of a matte versus the glossy. I don't know if like the way a marker feels in your hand really matters to you. Okay, this one is much lighter. I thought it was going to be a darker teal, kind of like this Mildliner. And then this is kind of a lime green, which is really, really light. All right, let's take half of that and see if 2 layers makes much of a difference. All right, that's like 4 layers, too many layers. Or coats, are they called coats? Or, here's another green. And that is a bright green, that's like a neon. This is yellow, which is a nice pale yellow. I like that yellow. Now, an orange, kind of looks like peach. Yeah, that's a pretty peachy color. And then this darker orange, I guess. Oh, well that looks like this color. That's not at all what I expected this one to be. Okay, and the red. We'll see if this is a dark red. Again, it's a really muted red. That's not what I expected that red to look like. Actually, I didn't do the little one for this. Whoops. Okay. So this is the test. Make sure that we can see on here. All right, now I'm going to turn it over, and it looks like at the end of each of these, see if you can look, at the end of each of these there's a tiny bit of a bleed through. The green, of course, because I put multiple layers, but not that bad. I wonder what they are on the Mildliner ones. Okay, so here are some of the Mildliners that I pulled out that I think could be or should be somewhat comparable. So here, this pink is going to be too bright. Yeah, that's too bright. I don't have all of the Mildliners. I think I used to have them at some point. This is like a middle ground between these two, and then the end of this is of course much thicker than that. So if we look, it looks like the Mildliner bleeds through, or ghosts through, right? Is that the proper word? Much more than the Passion Planner. So here's another purple. And then I don't know if I have I don't have the Cornflower Mildliner. I feel like I used to have it, but I don't now. This light blue probably goes well with this one. Yeah, that's almost exactly the same. Let's see if that bleeds or ghosts. A little bit. And what's next? The greens. So there's this. It's a little bit more of a grass green, and this is a lime green. I guess I don't have one that's comparable to this, right? Oh, well, that kind of looks exactly the same. This is probably like this yellow. That's almost exactly the same also. And then this red was kind of how I expected this one to look. See, this one is much bolder. That's kind of what I thought that one was gonna look like. And maybe this is a similar peach. Or this could be bright. Yeah, that's bright. Okay. So I think that's it, because this is just gonna be too bright. Yeah, that's going to be way too bright. All right, looking at the back here, I don't know, can you see? I think they're kind of comparable in terms of the ghosting through. Okay, so next up, now of course, I wish I had two that I thought were exactly the same. Was it these two? Let's try this again. Let's see. No, so it must be this one, right? Yeah. So those, was there a better match? Maybe the teals. Let's try these, and then let's try the teals also. Just make sure that this is the right teal. Okay. So I want to try writing with, this is my Sharpie S Gel. Now this is a really fast drying pen, but I want to see how quickly I can test these out. So on the left is Passion Planner, and on the right is a Mildliner. So for this color, it looks like Passion Planner has a little bit of a smudge, Mildliner doesn't. Let me try again with the teals. And we have Passion Planner on the left and Mildliner on the right. I think they both may have a little bit of a bleed with this one, but it's so minimal, it's hard to tell. So, well, you can't really use this pen. I'm trying to find a good pen that's, I almost pulled out a Papermate Flare, but that's a terrible pen for this because those take forever to dry. So let's try with a Micron 05. Okay, so we have the Passion marker on the left and the Mildliner on the right. Those really didn't smudge at all. I'll try it again with the teal, just a lighter color, and see how that goes. Passion on the left. It looks like that one bled a little bit. Mildliner on the right. It looks like they both bled a little bit. And you know what, just so I don't ruin these, let me just kind of do that. This should get that marker off. You can kind of see it, it's here and here. And I don't think I need to do it on this, but we can try it. Okay, whew, we're making progress. Next up, I want to just test the firmness so I can kind of pay attention a little bit more to how this is going. So The Mildliner is pretty firm. When I press hard, it doesn't have much give. And with the Passion marker, there's a little bit more give. I stopped there. There's a little bit more give, but I find it's easier to draw a straight line with the Passion marker. I think it's thicker than the Mildliner, so I feel like I have a better grip on like where the line starts and ends. Let's see with those bigger lines if there's any. There's a tiny bit, but it really just happens to be when it starts. Like I wonder if I just quickly pull it up, if it makes much of a difference, although I didn't get like a kind of a jagged edge there. Nah. Okay. And then of course what you could always do with any kinds of highlighter or pen like this is you can draw the line and then you could write on it. So I like these markers. I think that for the price they were right. I really also like Passion Planner as a brand, so I'm happy to support them. I think they feel much better in my hands than Mildliners do. Like they feel higher quality. I do like the clear tips on both sides. They're a matte, which is really nice. Like they just feel good. It's hard to explain how I think a marker can feel good in your hand, but if you're watching this, you probably kind of get it because you're one of me, right? Overall, I would recommend these. I think for the price and for the brand they come from, they're great. I'm excited to try to use them in my planner. I do think I wish there was a little bit more of color variation here. Like I think I would have liked maybe a deeper red, but then again, I have the deeper red in the Mildliner. But this is, like I said, a product I would definitely recommend. Let me know if you've tried these out and what you think. Thanks for watching.